How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're going to do the first trial of Case 5. So let's get into this thing. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Me too. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Oh, geez, that's the exact opposite of what Mia was talking about. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. This is true, yes, but you remind me a lot of Mia, except the complete opposite. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. Well, yeah. I believe it's almost time for the... She just doesn't say anything to that. She's like, you know, shit. Anyway, let's do this thing. I've actually ordered... Oh yeah, there's no Faye at all here. Whoa. I've actually ordered, at this point, the next two Phoenix Wright games, Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. They're on their way from Amazon. I think they're actually supposed to get here today. So that's kind of cool. I just decided I know I'm definitely going to buy them and play them at some point, so I might as well go ahead and buy those two now. Sure, we've got a decent way to go in this case, though, first. So here we are. We don't have a Faye, but we have Pseudo Maya Ema over here.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Okay, well, you know, it's not a dick measuring contest. Who's been ready longer? Edgeworth. Yes, that's his name. I haven't been in court since Edgeworth's trial. It's been a while now. A couple months. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. What did you do? However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. Well, Jesus Christ! There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. I'm sorry?
Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness Miss Angel Starr to the stand. How's she a professional witness? I still don't understand the cough-up queen name either.
Haven't I seen you somewhere? Yeah. xvideos.com, I think it was?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
This is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name.
Profession. Now. Me? The name is Angel Starr, adult video actress. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished.
You are the worst. Retire. I mean, can we get a younger, more competent person?
As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. Whoa. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Really? What? Miss Star was a detective?
I know who you are. Cough up.
Maybe that meant that, like, she got people to confess things, like to cough up their secrets. Cough up Queen, Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Star.
How does one go from being a detective to selling lunches? And or porn? If I might have the court's attention over here. The person we saw in the opening scene looked way more like her than Lana, so I don't know, maybe that was just her witnessing it, but it looked like she was there doing it, so I don't know. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes.
Very good, Judge. You did it. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor. Amazing. Thank you.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
How did you do that when she had a knife? How did you apprehend her? It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me? No, couldn't be. Alright, so let's see. I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. Which one? When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective instincts working. Then through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Through a wire fence? Okay, so she was on the B side. Okay. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I kind of pictured it the other way around. Like, that kind of means she wouldn't have had a full view of what was happening, probably. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Like what we just saw right there, it didn't even look like a person that she was holding up against the car. How dodging. As you can see, there is no room for doubt, just because we only saw him from the back and it's just like purposefully hidden.
The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you. I would kind of like to talk about the wire mesh part, or whatever she said. The wire gate. Also, that's really weird. What does that mean? I'm gonna press everything, starting with that, because what the hell? How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Don't bow to that. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. She's actually quite correct, but alright. And don't act like you're innocent of this. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Whoa, that was sexy as hell. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Like, that was awesome. Anyway, do you have something personal against prosecutors? Yeah, I believe she just made that clear. If I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. It sounds like motive if the victim had been a prosecutor, but it was a detective. But it does get a prosecutor blamed. It was also in the car of another prosecutor, putting him on the spot too. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
Weird. Okay, anyway. Let's just go ahead and press everything. You never know what's gonna help. His boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several? Does this mean I have a chance?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Oh shit, there's another one. There's another one. Care to join? Oh shit. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Well, I mean, if you want to go for it.
I'll stick with the lunch, thanks. Oh, well, Judge has his principles, apparently.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. That's reasonable. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign.
Wait, so you were in A block, or...? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. Okay, that's what I thought. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
That's why she said she was on the other side of the thing. I don't think that's really relevant, but I'll press it anyway. You sensed something, so you're saying you're Spider-Man?
It felt like... How would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
Oh, that feeling. You know the one. The pumpkin chock full of seeds feeling. It gets the blood pumping. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's instincts, wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? Yeah, but, you know, even somebody with literal psychic powers still got murdered in this game, so don't expect people to have their senses, like, too honed.
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Oh. A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. That's pretty racist.
Huh? I, of course, am hard. I'm gonna leave it right there. Wow.
I bet you stink, too. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Anyway, so yeah, wire fence. By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was. Ah, what an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away.
I don't know, 30 feet. That's a couple of feet. That's pretty good distance.
I'm certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always complain.
Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie? I've done 4 cases, thank you very much.
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Or was it? Oh. Alright, alright. I like the hair flipping. I like it.
I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
The more you insult and threaten me, the more turned on I get. Anyway. That was inspiring. Same with the judge. He's still hard.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this? It simply shows her looking in the trunk of the car. It's really nothing.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
Oh. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. This is my first time seeing this photograph.
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again.
Well then.
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
It is.
Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye. So what was the defense doing at the time? Alright, I'll just press that too. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 10 centimeters long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs.
I don't believe that that's true, but okay.
I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. I don't agree, but okay.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person.
Huh? Perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Alright. Last one here. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late? What do you think this is, an anime where you can have somebody swinging down a sword onto somebody and it actually takes them about 7 minutes and somebody has time to come in and save the day? This is real life, man. It's just a swift movement.
The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
Okay, well, I pressed everything, so we have to present. What could we possibly... There's the photo. Let's take a look. So yeah, again, it really just shows her opening the car trunk. I don't know, there's no, like, blood on her. Huh. Floor plans. Let's look. So yeah, there's Edgeworth's car right there. There was the fence. I don't think there's anything wrong there, really. I think that's all. Damn it, I don't really... So yeah, she called Emma at 5:18. That's fine, not really relevant. That's not either. I'm thinking maybe... Well, hold on. Where was the knife wound? Was it in his chest? I mean, I don't think that's relevant right now. That's probably fine. That's fine. Crap. I'm thinking... No prints. I'm thinking to just maybe present the picture just to show that, you know, it doesn't show her with the knife or anything. I'm gonna present it on this statement. One where she says she was holding a knife. But I mean... did she specify? If not, I can at least assume she took the picture after it happened, when she realized it was too late to actually do anything about it, then grab the lunchbox camera and take the picture. But I am going to present it there anyway, because I feel like that's the best thing to do. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife?
As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. You're just never going to stop saying that, are you? This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Did she say it was the very moment? She could easily just say it was right after. Although, enough time to put him in the trunk, why would she take that long? That doesn't really make any sense. So it's actually very strange. Huh, yeah. Again, that's so obvious that it's like you don't even really think of it. I thought of it, but I didn't think of it as that big of a deal because it's just so obvious. Like, yeah, obviously, but I didn't think like she'd be dumb enough for that. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That's it? Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we? Wait, is that wrong? It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. See, that's what I initially said, too. But then, yeah, like, the whole... It seems like it's too long after the stabbing, though. So it's kind of weird. It could work, but I don't know. How can you tell that? Well, I mean, blood splatter. What? Huh? Oh, I said she doesn't have any blood on her. Does she actually? Shit.
The dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat?
It's a black and white photograph. Yeah, it could be something else. Maybe she was eating a jelly donut. I don't know. I burped, excuse me. I haven't burped in a while, actually, in these videos, I don't think. I'm sure you all missed it.
No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? That one.